5.08 with a BPM of 190. The circle size is 4 with an approach rate of 9.2, an overall difficulty of 8, and the entire drain time is 4 minutes and 27 seconds.
It's a longer map. It's going to test your consistency more than anything, I guess, with 190 BPM.
This actually seems pretty simplistic for starting in the group stage. Nothing really too hard out of here.
Yeah, I just noticed the I haven't actually put the map pool link in. I will get that for you right now, guys.
Well, I don't think the actual map pool has been linked out yet for download.
No, I mean, like, we've just released it now, so...
Oh, okay.
The map pool link will be available in, like, next day or so, guys. Just give us some time, and we will have it on the wiki when it's ready. Alright, awesome. MP link is updated, guys.
Yeah, it does look like there's a little bit of issue with the client in terms of score calculation. We know you guys have already noted out. Do not worry, though. That will be fixed and taken care of by the next time. Well, by
stage.
Yeah, by group stage, for sure.
For those of you who are wondering why the score is so low, with the new implementation of Score V2 for the World Cup, off standard maps have a max score of 1 million. So...
yeah.
There are a few changes to Score V2, and that is one of the big ones.
And see, what you're actually seeing right now is Score V2 is working correctly. It's just, unfortunately, for some reason, it does seem to be trying to recalculate to the initial score type, and then it jumps right back to what it should be. But we will have that fixed, and we do apologize.
Yes, you can have more than 1 million points. Multipliers can take your score over 1 million, and I think spinners can as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, spinners give you a pretty high bonus score if you spin fast enough. They can put your score above 1 million.
Also, for those who are actually looking for the map pool link, your best bet is probably tomorrow at the earliest.
As you guys can see with that map getting done, just to kind of give a little bit of information towards the scoring mechanic, as you can see, Tuglet only missed 3 times. And over the course of that, he kept his accuracy about 98.14%. And with him not dropping combo as much, he was able to achieve a score of 718,000. And as you can see, with the 6 drops from Skystar's side, the lower accuracy, his score was 383,000. And you can see how much accuracy is going to play points here when trying to get into a high score or being able to pull that away. Even doing a full combo with a low accuracy can hurt you.
Yeah, accuracy is worth about 30% of your total score, so you really don't want to drop your accuracy all that much. And I mean, that's why Score V2 was implemented in the first place, trying to make it more even between the spread of how combo and accuracy affect your total score. So if you're a low AC, high combo player, you'll suffer a little bit. If you're a high AC, low combo player, you'll get a slight advantage in that sense. But yeah, you still want to keep both of those as high as possible.
If you guys are actually looking to learn more about Score V2, there is actually a sticky, I think it's either sticky or announced thread in Gameplay and Ranking that you guys can go over and have a look, and that'll explain a lot of the changes.
All right, and we should be moving on to our next map in just a moment.
But yeah, like again, map pool, schedule, groupings, all that stuff will be available on the wiki in the next day or so, hopefully. So give it some time and it will all be made available for you guys. Well, so yeah, the first few maps that we will be going over are no mod.
Yeah, sorry guys. Again, for those of you asking about the map pool and about who's in what group, all that stuff will be released within the next 24 hours, hopefully. So you guys will get to take a good look at that.
Just keep an eye on the wiki.
Yeah, just keep an eye on the wiki. It'll be updated.
And next up, we have Black Rebel.
Interesting.
0108 map.
Oh no, okay.
The nostalgia, the nostalgia.
I can imagine.
For those of you who have not seen an 0108 map, you're in for a treat.
Playing enough us.
Val is a great mapper. But yes, this is a start rating of 5.14 with a BPM of 200. CS4, approach rate 9, overall difficulty 8 with a length of 3 minutes 1 second.
This one's shorter than Cold Butterfly by far, but even considering it is 0108, 200 BPM is actually a bit low considering what Val usually maps. And, I mean, the main thing you've really got to watch out for in his maps are sliders, although with the BPM being what it is, this map should be a bit more on the simple side than some of his other more evil creations, let's say. And yeah,
he's
look at those
definitely made some, if you guys want a classic example of a Val map, Scarlet Rose, go have a look at that.
Shredder.
Yeah, all that. Mythologica's End.
Oh god, please no.
What was it, like 280?
Yeah, 280. Scarlet Rose is 320 if I recall correctly, actually.
I don't even want to try Mythologica's End. It's like a death trap just waiting to happen.
This map actually has less sliders than most of Val's other maps. I'm seeing a lot of streams, especially stacked streams, some triples here and there. Interesting. But yeah, it is shorter than Cold Butterfly, about a minute and a half shorter, so quite a bit shorter actually, so that could play a part whenever this map is played.
Yeah, this does seem quite tame for a Val map. I'm quite surprised.
It looks to be one of his older maps as well, actually, judging by the style in which he's created it.
Yeah, 2011. Submitted...
Makes sense.
Yeah, so submitted April 5th, 2011, ranked July 19th.
That's interesting. Some of Val's older maps don't follow quite the same style that he's quite known for. The slider hell, very flowy, kind of sharp angles that he really pioneered around 2012, 2013, or before that actually, 2012-ish more like. So if you play an older Val map, it can throw you off a bit if you're more used to his current style.
Still, it looks like a pretty good map.
Oh, I mean, when you see the name Valo 108, no matter the style, it's going to be a good map.
His maps seem like they age quite well. I mean, I feel like this holds up even with today's standards and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't think many mappers can actually like find like a good style that will age really well, and I feel like this is definitely one of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's hard, especially when you're mapping back in 2011, 2010. A lot of those maps really haven't aged well, and if you can make a map that does age well, then, you know, it's a good feeling when you can play an old map and still you don't have to really readjust your mind to play in the older style.
I think like the other mapper whose maps haven't really aged that badly is Glass.
Oh, Glass's maps are excellent, even today.
Yeah, they've held up really well.
Plenty of mappers whose maps I'd say even today are still excellent to play. Lesja comes to mind. I mean,
I was thinking Shinsen.
Yeah, Shinsen for sure. Even some of Sheeran's maps actually.
Oh
back
yeah,
in 2011.
Anyway, it looks like we have Artificial Rose.
Oh, this is an interesting one. It's a bit on the lower side for star difficulty, if I recall correctly. It's about
4.88.
4.88 stars, about 175 BPM, circle size 4, approach rate 9, overall difficulty 8, and this is actually 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 26 seconds. So it's, again, on the shorter side. We had, of course, Cold Butterfly, 4.5 minutes, Black Rebel, toning it down, 3 minutes, and now this one, 2.5 minutes. So shorter maps really, they're a rough game, especially team against team. If you break ones, that could really, you know, put a dent in your team's overall performance on that map.
Yeah,
So
I feel
really
like with shorter maps, it's more imperative that you don't miss because there's less chance to actually come back.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you don't have enough time to build up your combo after breaking. But considering we do have score v2, combo is still 70%, so it's a huge asset to have. But even if you do break, if you still keep a high accuracy, which is possible, but of course more difficult on a, you know, a shorter map, then it might still be, you might still be able to pull it off.
You'd need like super high accuracy though.
You would. It would basically have to be like a 1x miss, maybe no 100 sort of play. You know, a choke play, basically.
Yeah, well, something to point out, though, is while we're actually watching this map, the sliders are going to have a lot of impact here, especially the shorter ones.
Yes.
Because sliders are actually handled as individual hit node objects now. They actually have judgment windows that aren't just massive. Beforehand, sliders did have judgment windows, but they weren't nearly as fine-tuned as it is now. And these little sections where you have these 1-4 jumps, like you see in the map as we're watching right now, that's going to be where accuracy becomes something a little bit harder to keep up. As you just saw, Cherry Blossom actually had a problem there dropping. And that's just something you're going to come into when you have these shorter burst sliders, because a lot of people are used to just being able to tap them and let go, you know?
I feel like these players haven't actually had that much issue with them, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean,
accuracies are definitely staying really high.
I think it might become more of an issue in later stages, but I think in group stage it won't be that much of an issue.
yeah, I mean, if you're used to hitting those, you know, 1/4 little kick slider jumps just on the first no and then moving on really quickly, then that might cause you to break. But if you're one of those players who follows it through all the way, then this really won't really affect you all that much, removal of slider leniency. It's a big change for sure, but a lot of these top players, you know, they're at that stage where they've honed their gameplay skills to a point where, you know, it really doesn't bother them that much.
Ninja Kitten, to answer that question for you, as we move into Getsuru de Kananeru, Hibi, which is the Ba 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 difficulty.
I'm sorry, what difficulty?
Ba Ba Ba.
Interesting.
I understand the difficulty name now. Oh, Haruhi.
Yeah, the leniency is a little bit more lenient than an actual hit circle, but way higher than what it used to be, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like there's an actual proper judgment window and everything now, so. Yes, just looking at this map, this is a 5.06 star rating map with a BPM of 185. Circle size 4 with an approach rate of 9 and overall difficulty of 8.
I can already... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's another sort of short song as well, only 2 minutes 19 seconds.
I can see what the mapper was trying to accomplish in terms of getting it to that difficult level. It has a lot of reverses in polarity, which is going to cause some people, not most, I mean most people that have played new style maps have kind of gotten used to this, but that polarizing switch in movement is there to try to break you up.
I mean, in the higher level Insanes, you know, that's a little trick to, you know, going in the opposite direction of flow, maybe, you know, try to trip some players up or introduce something new into the map. It's something you see a lot nowadays, so a lot of newer players really, you know, they've adjusted over time, they've gotten used to it.
It's more or less second nature nowadays.
I'm really worried now. I'm gonna go to bed and all I'm gonna hear is ba 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 ba. It's gonna get stuck in my head, I know it.
That's what it's there for.
Please make it stop. Oh, that looked cruel.
It's not nearly as hard as you'd think. It just requires you to keep moving. We should totally get an O shirt that says keep calm and keep moving.
No.
All right.
Okay then.
And we'll be moving on to our next map in just a moment here. And for those that actually haven't been able to, that haven't messed with the beta build or anything, if you're just a person that uses stable, you'll be in for a treat when we do reach our hidden pool, because I do believe the new hidden algorithm, well, not algorithm, but rendering is going to be visible during this tournament.
Oh, will it be? I thought it was being implemented to stable after the tournament was over.
Oh, it might wait till after the tournament. I'm not 100% sure here. We'll
have to see then.
I know it's on Cutting Edge, and I'm kind of stuck using Cutting Edge. But anyways, aside from that, let's get into the map details real quick. This one is going to be SNL. It's the Insane difficulty. It is 5.1 in star rating with a BPM of 200. A circle size of 4, an AR of 9, and an OD of 8. The drain time is 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And this one seems to be a pretty stable map, kind of what we're used to seeing here, being 5.1. I'm not expecting anything too crazy out of this, but it should be interesting to watch, guys.
All I can think about right now is SNL.
I thought you were going to say ba 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 for a second there, but okay.
Nope, just SNL.
You know what this song needs? More cowbell.
Oh man, it needs so much more cowbell.
Oh yes! I miss that skit so much.
I'm liking what's going on here with Cherry Blossom and Tugalet playing, but you know what it needs? It needs more cowbell.
That was so good. I'm almost tempted to just like drop this and go watch the video again.
This one's actually longer than Cold Butterfly by almost 20 seconds. It's another one of those longer consistency-based picks where holding combo's the main thing, the map isn't too tricky. Nothing that can really catch you out.
Yeah, pretty simplistic rhythm here too. Nothing crazy. Seems like the mapper followed mostly the main drum line and then the lyrical for the cooldown sections.
Yeah, a lot of people, they expect, OS World Cup, best players in the world. Where's the 6 stars at? Where's the 7 stars at? But you gotta remember, this is the group stages. You gotta take it step by step. The finals map pool, once you take a look at that, you'll go out of your mind. You gotta start, somewhere small. 5 stars, 5.1 stars. And then once you move on past the group stages, the round of 16, round of whatever, it gets harder. You can trust me on that. So if you think these maps are easy, it's not. It'll get much harder in the end.
Yeah, just give us some time, guys. We'll hit the 6-star stuff pretty fast. I have no idea like what the match like this will be doing and stuff, but like I think in the past there's been some pretty big gaps between the round of 16 and quarterfinals.
Oh boy,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like we were talking at the finals of the Mania World Cup, guys. One thing that was brought up is that we felt that, and I do too as well. The World Cup for Standard needs to step up its game in terms of actual difficulty. I'm not saying that they're easy by any means. I couldn't do them. I'll be flat out honest with you, but I feel like some of our really high-end players don't really get pushed as hard as they really should.
Get far enough in the tournament, they might start to wish that we're not pushing them.
Yeah, true. And for those wondering about the bug going on with the score, don't trip, guys. It will be fixed. It's just a slight bug. It's not even that big. It does recalculate, so the scores are, there. It's just that mistakes were made, probably. Stuff happens.
Yeah, the fix is in the works as we speak right now, so don't worry about it. By the time the group stages roll around next weekend, everything will be all good.
I get the feeling this might actually be a popular picture in the group stage.
This is a pretty well-liked map, if I recall correctly. I've seen it played in some multiplayer matches in my time, so...
I feel like it might be one of those picks where people were like, well, we can easily out-accuracy the team. We'll go for this map as like a safe pick.
Yeah, that's definitely true. It does have that kind of feel to it as a map that you'd pick, as a safe bet.
It's always good to have fullbacks.
Oh, definitely.
Anyway, let's see what we have coming up next. Okay, it looks like we have Baku Nana Destroyer.
Oh, this map. Very interesting. So, it's Kami's another difficulty, not the last difficulty. The 5.15 stars one. This is 200 BPM, but it's actually, unlike the rest of the Nomad picks, this is actually circle size 5, so with approach rate 9. So it's emulating Hard Rock without the higher approach rate, and it's also got lower OD as well, 7.5. So the amount of time you get to get a 300 is actually a bit more lenient than the other map picks. It's also the shortest map in the entire Nomad pool at about 1 minute and 55 seconds. I mean, every Nomad map pool should have a map like this, really, that has slightly different circle size or OD values than the other ones. It makes for an interesting change-up and allows captains to have more tactics based on the map statistics.
I'm just loving how Ticklet is playing all the maps and Skystar and Cherry Blossom are just alternating.
They're making him work.
This looks like it could be another pretty decent safe pick.
Oh yeah, I mean, for the players we've seen so far in each of the rosters shouldn't really have a lot of trouble with this map. So picking it as a safe pick, it would be completely understandable.
Looks like there might be a few parts in here that might be worth just practicing though, because some parts do look a little bit tricky.
I think it's the sort of map that if you play through a couple of times, then you really kind of don't need to practice it as much as you might with the other ones. There are a few tricky sections, of course, as with any map, but
I feel like just a few playthroughs just to get familiar with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That should be enough.
Yeah. In a perfect world, you'd play every map, at least a couple times, so, you'd be ready whenever anything popped up, whether from your side or the other.
Yeah, it never hurts just to spend like 5-10 minutes practicing the map, just in case.
For sure. Alright, and that was the No-Mod map pool finished, so for anybody who's joining us now or just missed it, the maps were Cold Butterfly, Black Rebel, Artificial Rose, Gekiretsu de Karei Naruhibi, SML, and Bakunana Destroyer. And we shall be moving on to the hidden map pool now.
Yeah, so first up we will have Magnetic Shift.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah, this is a 4.86 star rating with a BPM of 165.
Oh, it's by Middle Island. Excellent.
Yeah, oh yeah. There is a circle size of 4, approach rate of 9, overall difficulty of 8, with a length of 2 minutes 36 seconds.
This is actually the shortest map in the hidden pool, which actually contains 3 maps total. So if a team is going with hidden and they want to go for maybe a safer pick, they might pick this one. But considering it is Middle Island, I'm expecting to see some streams in this one.
Also, for those of you who have not seen the changes to hidden, enjoy.
Ah, yes. You gotta love it or you gotta hate it.
I think it's a great change, to be honest.
I personally love it as well. Makes hidden a bit easier for me, but a lot of people don't like it, because it makes the sliders look funky.
Yeah, for me, the thing I don't like about the change is the changes to the slider ends. How the hit circle disappears. And
just make it look like a little worm or something on your screen.
That's actually the part I like. I don't like the fact that the sliders disappear completely, but I do
I'll be honest, that change to me is like the thing I've don't like the most so far. Did every change within the 8 years.
Because, it lets you know that there's actually a beat there, and if it's not there, then there's no beat to press. That's the way I see it.
For those of you who are looking at the scores again, we did, I believe, set it back to default score for now, because score V2 was slightly bugging out. We are working on a fix for that, though, so don't worry about it. The actual tournament will be held with score V2, not V1.
Yeah, I think with the changes to the hidden sliders, it should make spotting notes at the end of slider ends a lot easier.
Oh, hopefully. Hidden notes are just absolute evil.
I love them. They're great.
You're evil.
Haha. It's really weird 'cause I'm trying to get a good read on the map, but I'm watching Skystar's screen and all I can see is the alternation between the keyboard and the mouse presses.
His cursor's slightly shaky as well. Wow, look at that.
I think
It's because he's alternating with... Yeah, it's
a
the keyboard tap.
Yeah.
Tablet tap and
wow,
keyboard tap.
alright.
It's a very uncommon playstyle. But yeah, it looks like next up we have Yoshiwara Lament.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. By 96 Neko, I believe.
Wow, it's a 4.08 star rating map.
It's probably really underrated. Maybe it's slider heavy, who knows?
Ah, here we go. Okay, so it's BPM of 192 in brackets 128 with 1/3 used.
Yeah,
okay.
That's probably why it was allowed. Because if one thing has destroyed OS players and not very easily recommended in the star rating, well, it's really hard to be converted properly as to how that could be a difficulty. But something that everybody seems to have problems with is switching from 1.4 to 1.3 in actual gameplay. It's a lot harder than some people would think.
Oh yeah, I can't count how many times I've been destroyed by a 1/3 map.
But with Hidden being added to the mix, you really have to have played the song to really know, or at least have a really good sense of feeling out music.
I feel like this is probably going to get either banned quite a bit or just ignored in general.
It does look like one of the more technical map picks that really you need some finger skill to, pull it off. So yeah, it's going to be, I expect it to be either banned a lot. We're not going to see this very often.
Anyway, just quickly going back to this, Circles has a 4, approach rate of 8.7, OD of 7, and a length of 3 minutes 46.
Approach rate 8.7. That's interesting. Huh. Decimal approach rate was introduced earlier this year. A lot of people started using it, but it's still a bit odd, to see 8.6, 8.7 instead of the typical approach rate 9. Especially with Hidden, that might actually throw some people off, combined with the 1/3 to 1/4 switch. Ooh, that's an evil map to put in the Hidden pool.
I, for one, love the fact that we're able to decimal change the rating. I've said it since it happened, and I'll continue to say it. All it can do is be used to diversify mapping even further, but unfortunately we don't see a lot of it used. It's more of a rare niche thing at the moment than actually seeing it used commonly.
Maybe it's just taking a while to sink in, I guess.
I mean, the only time you'd really need to actually apply that decimal is if your song's got, a slightly strange BPM or a high slider velocity or low slider velocity that doesn't work with any of the default settings, so you need to fine-tune it a bit. It's not something that needs to be, commonly used or used for the purpose of use or just, for the sake of using it. You use it when you need to. If you don't, it's fine. You leave it at the default settings.
Awesome. Oh no. No.
Okay, so the next map we're going to have is Tokyo Teddy Bear. And this is a Natsume Red map. We've seen this before, actually, in the Mania World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, as well. This difficulty is only 4.8 stars with hidden. It has a BPM of 204. It's a CS of circle size of 4 and a approach rate of 9 and an OD of 8. Drain time of 3 minutes and 9 seconds. You know something I've never actually understood though is why everybody loves to use AR9, but nobody likes OD9. It just makes the game too tough.
I feel like people like the higher approach rates more because he's lit on the screen.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be it. So far this is looking to be a pretty decent hidden pick actually. What do you think? It does seem like there's a nice balance between jumps and streams.
Yeah. I'm kind of agreeing with Twitch chat here. Back in the old days when AR9 meant OD9, I love that stuff.
I'm not even how to glitch still 100%.
Because Tuglet's, look at you, look, you just jinxed
him.
him.
Curse.
Yeah,
it's back, boys.
Tuglet was going super ham on this map, and you just had to bring him down.
Killed it. But no, I definitely do agree. I miss the days when like approach rate and OD were the same thing. I mean, I'm not sad that they got separated, but I think it was a much needed change.
Yeah,
it was a much needed change.
When you saw when you saw an AR9 map, you crapped your pants because you knew you had to play it perfectly or you were boned.
You weren't here in the dark days. You wouldn't know our struggles. I think there was actually another request to make it so that slider judgments or whatever were separated from overall difficulty as well. So you could set them as different values.
Oh dude, I'd be like, I barely get anything ranked anymore anyways, but no one would ever want to rank anything of mine because I'd be putting the slider judgment to max.
Oh boy.
I guarantee it, dude, it'd be OD10 on every slider.
I still think it would be an interesting idea, being able to set them as different values.
What would be really awesome is if you could set the end as a different value too, so you force them to follow it through.
Making it that complicated is just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I think that part's probably a little cruel.
Nah. It worked really good on those streams. It worked great on our stream.
And then you find stuff like,
oh no, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. It would break like 90% of all the maps on...
No, I'm trying to think of that Happy 30 map. Well, both of them actually. The Dystopia ground one, which I cannot remember the name of.
Augo-itis.
That's the one, and there was another Dematory one as well.
The World's End?
No, it wasn't that one. He got 2 maps approved around the same time, and they both had like the most brutal sliders, brutal spinners right at the end.
Ah, yeah, the famous Happy 30 spinner.
Yeah.
Compatible with Hard Rock.
I don't know why Airman isn't OD10. I didn't really have control of the settings on that. That was Blue Dragon's map. I just I just kind of helped with it.
Thank you, Brandon Person in chat. You're right. It was Desire Drive.
Ah, that's the one.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know why he was so cruel about that. But yes, it looks like we are getting into the hard rock picks now, so this is where stuff gets really good. And it looks like we're going to start off with Hanasu. I nailed this perfectly before.
Hanasubomi Yurimiru Kayu Shikute Babada. Yeah!
Yeah. You tripped up at the same place I did.
Well, let me have a stab.
Whoa!
Whoa, whoa.
That's
Okay.
DT.
Okay, so
Uh,
we will be running into this one with it being a Hard Rock pick. Things are going to change a little bit. It's going to be a 5.03 star rating of a BPM of 184, the circle size of 5.2, and an AR of 10, and an OD of 9.8. This is going to be a 3-minute and 10-second drain time, everybody.
it's the longest map in the Hard Rock pool. Just throwing
Yes.
that out there.
Also, Tugalet is evil because they clicked on this and put this in the map pool just to trip me up. I see how it is. I see how it is.
This doesn't actually look that bad. Just from a just from a viewer perspective.
Yes, but when you have to say the name of the map, can we just call it Hanatsubomi?
Yeah.
I actually kind of want to try this and see how bad it actually is.
The error 10 will probably jump you up a little bit, but as long as you're good at staying calm under fast movements, you should be fine.
I feel like the the OD 9.8 will probably trip me up more. I've gotten a lot better at reading AR10s though.
Yeah, with Hard Rock, once you get used to the approach rate, it's really the accuracy you've got to watch more than anything else.
Let me say, I don't think I've actually passed a OD10 map before. AR10 map, sorry. I nearly have.
5K views last year's finals. I think it was a little bit higher than that.
I think we peaked at 14K or 13K, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well over 16K. There we go.
Oh, 16K, alright.
Silver
Yeah,
Starlight, don't death stare me.
Yeah, so we had a few viewers.
Yeah, it was just a few, nothing big.
Just a couple.
A handful. It's just a handful of viewers, guys, nothing big.
Just enough.
Average.
We actually got featured on the front page of Twitch.
You can't bully someone that's always bullied, sir. Yeah, that stream section is looking to be a little bit difficult there for Skystar as his accuracy drops. Same with Cherry Blossom, but they're both holding strong health-wise.
Okay, I take back everything I said at the start. When Score V2 is implemented into the tournament build, that section is going to be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I am
man.
expecting drop galore at that point.
Wow. What was that?
This was looking like a pretty decent hard rock pick to a potential high ban rate. Just because of that one section.
Jeez, that's an evil section of the map right there. Oh my goodness.
So are you saying Tuglet added this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
That evil little rat. That is beyond cruel. Well, okay then. Let's see what we have next. And it looks like we have Mangekyo.
Ooh, this is an interesting map. It's Cryo's Insane. I believe that refers to Cryo ICIC.
Yeah, I do quite like his maps actually. He's had a few in the World Cups before actually.
Yeah, he's a pretty well-liked mapper.
Okay, this is a 4.89 star rating map with a BPM of 95. Oh, actually, what's this? 1/8 is used.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh,
the
this is gonna be
BPM
amazing.
BPM goes from 95 to 190 in brackets, so
Yeah.
interesting. The rest of the statistics are as usual for Hard Rock: 5.2 circle size, approach rate 10, OD 9.8. This is almost 3 minutes long, about 2 minutes and 54 seconds. So slightly shorter than Hanatsubomi, which we saw earlier.
I'm looking forward to seeing these 1/8.
If it's anything like that last stream section we saw, then that's just having 2 of those in hard rock pool would be evil.
I'd like to see at least some hard rock picture in the group stage. Let's not just ban out the whole mod section, please. It's looking pretty good so far, though.
Yeah, this one looks like a decent pick. It is cryo, of course, so.
You say that this uses 1/8. Are you sure that it isn't just using 1/8 at the 95 BPM, like right here?
That's actually a good point.
I'm not actually sure, like, the notes aren't very specific.
Because I'm looking at it right now and I'm thinking, like, if this is 95 BPM right now, that's definitely 1/8.
Yeah, the notes aren't exactly specific, so...
But I guess we won't know till we hear the speed up. Because I used 1/8 on a slower BPM song of mine, and I'm kind of getting the same vibe from this. Like, the triples might actually be 1/8 of the slow BPM.
Oh, that would make them basically 1/4 on the higher BPM, so...
Yeah.
There.
But then I'm trying to wonder why they even had to double the BPM. Well, not double it, but change it in the first place. Because the song's almost over, and I didn't really hear any type of, like, speed increase.
Didn't sound like it, no, though, did it? Although the BPM does seem to supposedly change, so I don't know what that's all about. Huh.
I'll have to look this one up in the editor later.
Yeah. I don't know. That was definitely weird. I was thinking like there might have been like a speed burst right at the end, but no. Alright then. That could be a potentially popular hard rock pick, actually.
Very true. Alright, and now we'll be moving into the painful mod, if you ask me. I call this the painful mod. Double time.
Oh, hold up. At Osflab, they changed the BPM to change distance spacing.
Oh, well, wait, what?
Why?
No, that's not right
was that?
at all.
What?
So
Like-
that's what someone in chat said, which... What?
Yeah, no, if that was the case, that would be unranked in a heartbeat. That's not allowed, like, at all. Like,
Change
and it makes no...
distance.
Well, no, it makes no sense. Like, it literally makes no sense to change BPM to change distance space. You could just, hit Alt and scroll on your mouse wheel, like 2 ticks. Oh my god, distance spacing changed. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, there's no reason that it would be that.
Anyway, with the last hard rock pick, we have Clumsy Thoughts. Which
There's
is
still one left. My bad.
Yeah, 4.83 star rating with a BPM of 153. And yeah, more of the same stats. Circle size 5.2, approach rate 10, and OD 10.
Ooh,
With
interesting.
a length of 1 minute 55 seconds.
And the image of a girl in a swimsuit. Good old Os.
Yep. Never change. If I recall correctly, this map is actually, it goes slow slider to slow slider to slow slider with big spaces in between them. So you've got to follow the slider all the way through and then immediately jump to the next one. If it's the map I'm thinking of, that is.
And there we have a fail.
Oh dear.
Oh,
These
wow.
things happen.
Huh.
Mappa too strong.
Mapper in this case being Kawai Wakiak, who's recently changed names. I don't quite recall what his new name was, though.
Probably also, just staring at that background, probably got someone a little bit distracted. I know I'd be distracted. I'd be like, hey, what's going on, background? And why'd I lose?
Oh, right, of course.
Oh, man.
I feel like I've seen this artwork style before.
I bet you have.
Oh, they're going to do it again. Excellent.
Yeah, it's just a happy accident, guys. And it seems like that is just going to be something that I don't know if they're going to try that for a third time, but
oh boy,
the I want to say that the Lolly too strong, the tiny circles and the tiny little person behind, just they can't do it. It can't. Strength lost.
Draining your stamina really hard. That is an evil drain on that map.
Oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't have said Lolly too strong. I mean, now everybody's repeating it.
What did you expect to happen, Detroit?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Like, as soon as that came out of your mouth, you were probably like, what have I done?
Yeah, I was like, oops.
Breaking this already.
All right, and it looks like we're going to be going to our first double time pick. Which is going to be Ganbare Ko no Hana. And that is a double time pick of 5.1 stars, 210 BPM with DT, 4 circle size, an AR of 8, and an OD of 7. The drain time with DT is going to be 1 minute and 47 seconds. Without, it would have been just a 2 minute and 40 second map.
Yeah, that sounds about right. For anyone who happened to miss our Hard Rock picks, I can go through them once again. First map was Hanatsubomi Yume Miru Kyoshi Kyoku Tamashi no Shirube. Second map was Mangekyo. And the third map was Clumsy Thoughts, which we had to replay a couple times. I got that. I'm proud of myself.
Oh, wow. Hold on. I just thought about it. They had to retry twice on Clumsy Thoughts. That's a little bit clumsy of them, wouldn't you say?
Get out.
Retry.
No. Don't you stop this. Don't.
Oh, man, that was great.
It's really too late now.
Please no.
No, it's too late. You've started another thing. That's pretty clumsy of you, dude.
Not you too.
It spreads too fast. We're doomed.
I can't believe I
Anyway,
didn't notice
back
that.
to the map. This doesn't actually seem like a bad pick for double time.
Well, remember, it might look easy to you right now, but that is like a 200 BPM that you've got to be rolling through. And for some, that might be a little bit difficult. World Cup contenders, I think everybody should have a good time with this one. It doesn't look like it has any really jerking motions that would cause any kind of like sudden drops. I think definitely the thing here is just having the stamina to get through it, and most of our competitors should have no issues with that, I would say.
I wouldn't say it's
definitely.
easy to me. Like, to me, this looks pretty hard, but I'm like 50k, so what do I know?
I mean, the early map pool, and it's the entire map pool, No Mod, Hidden, Hard Rock, they're not designed to be, you know, all that challenging for, you know, our top seeds or people who might be expected to go on to win it. This is going to be more of a challenge for our slightly lower seeds, perhaps. You know, fight it out in between themselves, see who gets as far as they can.
Oh man, I can't do it. I want to say it so bad, but I won't.
Oh
Twitch
no.
chat, stop. Just stop, Twitch chat.
That doesn't work. You're making it worse now.
Okay, I'm better now.
Oh boy.
Anyway, so it looks like we have, what was that, bondage and animation?
Yeah, bondage and nominations. Oh, Senya. I know somebody who's going to love this. All
Yeah,
right.
so this is a 5.42 star rating map, wow, with a BPM of 225, circle size 4, approach rate 8, overall difficulty 7, and a total time of 3 minutes 41 seconds.
This is going to be interesting. I'd say this is actually a pretty good double time pick, actually. Test consistency more than anything else. I mean, you can tell by the time, 3 minutes 41, which shortens to 2.5 minutes with DT.
Yeah, I mean, the double time mod pool so far is looking pretty good. I'm kind of hoping that the last double time pick will be just as good as these two.
Oh, if it is, we might see a bit more double time than any of the other mods in these group stages.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. Double time can be quite fun to watch.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I imagine it's pretty taxing on the players, but
Not really. More like these backgrounds have just been kind of feeding the joke we made like 3 maps ago.
Calculated. All calculated.
it was all planned.
Incredibly calculated. right, and it looks like we'll be going into our next double time here, which looks like, well, I'm not 100% sure. Did they switch already?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, this will be the last double time pick, and then we'll be going into free mod. And for the last double time pick, we will have anesthesia. Anesthesia. Something like that.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a 5.31 star map with a 230 BPM, circle size of 4, approach rate of 8, and overall difficulty of 7. It's 4 minutes and 6 second drain time without double time, but seeing as double time has to be used here, it's only going to be a 2 minute and 40 second map, but that's actually quite long for double time. I feel like that's going to be kind of straining for some of the lower end teams here, for the low seeds and no seeds. I could be wrong, but this might be one that we see banned out quite a bit. Just for overall
Yeah, this one
length.
does look to be a bit on the more difficult side compared to some of the other ones. It's also the longest out of all the double time picks, not by much, only by about 15 seconds or so, but BPM slightly higher as well, which of course means the song is faster, so there is that.
Yes, and no, there is no relax pool. I mean, what would
Who ask that? What?
like someone in Twitch chat's like, is there a relax pool? And I'm like, what? What is that?
We need an easy mod pool.
Oh no. I can't.
Yeah, we need one.
Yes, but we'd have to ban Milior F from participating.
Yep.
Nah, Pangean.
Because you just see him, you just see him pop in, and he'd be like, he'd just destroy it.
He's done some really scary easy records.
I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
didn't he pass Rainbow Dash Likes Girls, that crazy map that me and BD made?
I'm more worried about the fact that he got a double ace on Shotgun Symphony.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not even joking, he's got a double ace on that with easy. I cried. I don't know how he did it.
That map is just, you take every single evil mapping technique, you throw it in one map, that's what you get. Ridiculous.
I feel like out of all the old maps, that one is like the most brutal.
It is. It really is.
Orb, you devil.
I don't know, MTMCL's old maps really aggravated me, and still do to this day, like Astro Sexy and I Want You.
Full screen rectangles. Always.
Yeah, but like, yeah, they were annoying, but like, they don't measure up to Shotgun Symphony. It's a whole nother level of annoyance.
Like, I've noticed there's been like a lot of overwhelming support for Bob Ross here lately. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Bob Ross, but like, when did the internet really start, like, you know, Bob Rossing? I mean,
I guess
All
it's
it takes is like
different
one
line.
spark.
well, I mean, like, one guy was talking about the background here, and then paint ourselves a happy little cloud. And we get some happy little trees in the background there. We can go ahead and paint that light post and that power lines there. We're just going to use a nice little brush stroke.
Van Dyke Brown. Van Dyke Brown.
Oh, holy crap, Twitch chat.
What have you done, Zutra? What have you done?
That's on you.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops.
Oh, Twitch started a 24-hour Bob Ross stream? That's awesome. I
Yeah,
should
they
check that
did.
out. Unfortunately, we can't invite Bob Ross. He was a great man, but unfortunately he died ages ago. But his memory will always go on.
Once? Ouch!
Dude, spoilers.
Dang!
Spoilers, he's been dead for centuries! Not centuries, but you get the idea.
Damn it.
I think it was 1995. I was but a wee little child.
It's like decades, not centuries.
Shut up.
Century.
It was 2 decades. It felt like
Yes,
a
he
century.
painted with Michelangelo is what he did.
Yes.
Back to us, please.
Yes, of course. Let's go ahead. Moving forward.
Okay, so yeah, as we said, that was the last map in the Double Time mod bracket. So we'll be going on to free mod.
For anybody who missed the double time map pool, the songs were Gambare Koi no Hana, Bondage Anemonation, and Anesthesia. And as Deadbeat said, we will now be moving on to free mod. So free mod rules, each team has to have at least 2 players pick a mod, I believe, and you can pick either hidden or hard rock. I believe those are the rules for free mod.
I think that's actually pretty cool. Like, the free mod pool has been something that's kind of popped up. But I think this is something I've really liked. It looks like we should be moving on to the first map there in just a moment. And it's a DJ Fresh song.
Ooh, it's on Gold Dust, is it?
No, it's Hot Right Now.
Ah, yeah, there it is. That was my second guess. Dang it.
And this is
Gold Dust got so much love.
Of course,
it was the thing back in the day.
Galvanized put a lot of work into that. Like, a lot of people did, and I was the one that ranked Gold Dust, and I thought it was amazing. Like, I mean, all things considered, it kind of brought on a new wave of mapping, where people were just like, ooh, I caught myself. But they were just like, forget that spacing stuff. We're just going to do stuff the way we want to do it. And I mean, Galvanize had a method to his madness. It wasn't just crazy, but for the longest time...
Controlled chaos.
Like...
There we go.
Yeah, for the longest time, spacing was like, you only can make crazy spacing during jumps. You couldn't actually do like a really weird looking pattern that fit the music, but didn't follow a spacing algorithm. But nowadays, that's pretty much been thrown out the window, and you can pretty much do anything you want as long as it's intuitive and it feels good. Some people try to do some really crazy stuff, and you come along to maps that kind of sit in forever pending. And it's not so much that the map's actually not timed right or bad, it's just you have to figure like what kind of movements are you going to want to do. Oh, and they're all using mods. That you do have to kind of point out though is that we are greeted to yet another anime background. I wanted to say something else about it, but I'm not going to. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Don't start that again. Don't start that again.
No, I'm not going to. I'm just saying, I don't think it would have been too hard to find a DJ Fresh background.
Is she on Firefox? If she was on a Flying Fox, that'd be amazing.
Although I'm a little bit worried about the well-being of this young female as she's it seems like she's jumping off like a cliff. I don't know how that's going to end.
Better have 2 tails though.
I can't quite see because the HP bar's on the way.
Yeah, Mizuru P. Yes, the it is actually. The drawings have been done. The results will be posted.
Okay, so she's not actually holding on to anything. She's pointing at a plane.
Yeah, she's jumping straight to her death.
Or she's just jumping straight upwards.
No, that's straight to the death.
No, she could just be jumping up in like a yeah kind of pose.
Right over the railing.
Yeah. Well,
Look at the angle. There is definitely momentum on the back of that trolley.
it's DJ Fresh. Stop being so dark. It's an upbeat song. Come on.
I know.
Yeah, happy little Z-Trot.
But yeah, this map, there's not really much to it in terms of, things that you wouldn't expect. It's D&B. It's pretty steady beats to it. It's more consistency than anything else, really, as, group stage free mod picks should be.
Mm-hmm. All silliness aside, yeah, that is actually a pretty consistent pick. And I don't think that'll be something you see banned out very often. It's a radio edit, so it's nice and time-sized. It's good to capitalize on trying to do a sweep, making sure, with the smaller maps, a single miss is going to be more devastating. So,
sure.
It is.
This is the kind of map where you'd want to limit your fluke misses, get your whole team FC so that, try beat out the other team on accuracy.
Master Neutral, if we had Project Unreality for a map pool, I would seriously get up, walk away, and never do this again.
I think if we had Project Unreality, the map selector would probably get booted.
Yeah.
Probably.
We're talking about a map set uploaded by a creator who didn't submit a difficulty to the ranked version.
I'm just done.
Ouch.
You think I'm joking? I am being fully serious. The creator of the map doesn't have a difficulty.
Nope. He made the song.
That's just lazy.
He made the song, so he thought that was good enough. All right. Our next one is going to be Neta o Are Koi no Hajimari. And that's an X-Chippy map.
Ooh, excellent.
I'm kind of getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I'm pretty sure it's actually probably already being selected. I just don't have it downloaded.
No. Don't think so.
So it's just, they're just waiting? Great.
I think so.
Oh, fantastic. That doesn't look bad on my part at all.
Generally, I wait till I can see it on the screen, and then I'm like, hey, look at this map.
Okay, Doc. I'm just glad I got the pronunciation halfway right.
No, for everybody hyping it up in the chat, I'm sure most of you know what you're talking about, but no, this is X-Chippy, not the streamer Chippy, not the caster Chippy. X-Chippy. They're two different people, guys.
X-Chippy. Different person. X-Chippy's a mapper.
Pretty damn good one, if I do say so myself.
I don't know why everybody keeps on calling me Happy Little Z-Track.
Why not?
Because of your joke about the fine ladies earlier.
Oh, ha ha ha. The fine ladies. Clever usage of our filters, good sir. I know that cough probably wasn't intended, but it worked perfectly.
Okay, now you can announce the map.
All right, yeah, so that is Natsu no Ari. Now I messed it up. I'm done.
Well played.
Anyways.
Atsu no awari, koi no hajimari.
Yeah, there you go.
Our recent pronunciation expert.
Dude, I nailed it the first time, I swear.
He did.
And then it's the second time, like, nope. That is going to be a 4.95 star rating with a BPM of 186. Pretty basic. We've seen this the entire thing. 4.9. But the thing here difference is that the overall difficulty is 7.5. Why? Huh. And then the drain time is 4.03. Maybe. It might be, but...
Oh, I'm looking forward to the next pick, actually.
So this
Although let's get a better hit, so...
Yeah, this song is quite long.
Fireworks! Yeah, for the people, there have been a few more people asking about, like, why it says drawings. This was supposed to be the live drawings to select who will be in which group. We had already done that by now, so we're just looking at the Mappools showcase. The drawings and schedule should be up within the next day or so. Keep an eye on the wiki for all that information. Yeah, there you go, guys. Happy little fireworks. That's the way.
If I'm not mistaken, that background actually suits the song name perfectly. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with how summer starts and, you know, love starts along with that. So, interesting correlation there, actually. Good job, Mapper. I like that.
Are you trying to imply that a mapper put thought into their background?
For once. No, I'm messing, but yeah.
I don't believe you.
Oh god, I should not have done that, I just realized. Oh well.
Yep. Okay, so I'm saying the translation's end of summer, beginning of love.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I really want to see this sort of map played because with Score V1, all you had to do with this sort of map was hold combo because it's a long, you know, mostly basic map that if you hold combo, you're perfectly fine. But with Score V2, you've got to worry about accuracy as well. So I really want to see how that affects people's performance on longer maps because you can't let up. You've got to make sure you're hitting everything perfectly as well to maximize your point advantage.
I don't know, I feel like this could actually be a pretty common pick.
Yeah, it does look like one of the safer.
It doesn't, it's not like overly complicated, there's not like a huge, it's not like a pretty high BPM, it's just, it seems like one of the more chill picks.
Yeah, definitely. Having seen Hot right now, and I mean, I'd say both of these Fremont maps actually are pretty similar in that regard. They're not too complicated, you know, they're mostly doable, not that hard to read. It would just test basically your, you know, your basic hit and hard rock skills, your ability to keep combo, that sort of thing. And in the group stages, I think that's perfectly fine. That's exactly what you want to aim for.
So far, I have to say, if we replaced Tanasubomi with something else, this would actually be a really good map pool so far.
Hanatsupomi is just an evil pick. That, oh my goodness me.
It was so great until that slide
That section.
Like, nope. Nice little combo. I'm gonna take it.
I think Toglet's gonna get a lot of negativity because of that.
There's always that one map in the map pool that's just like, no!
Always one.
And I guess I missed the one that said no. Aww.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're up to the last free mod pick, which is Outer Space. And I'm looking forward to this one because it's a Tutu Haha map. And he's actually not a bad mapper, to be honest. Is he still mapping quite a lot?
Tutu Haha? Yeah, he made
sweet.
Hibikase a few months ago, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, because I remember he pumped out like a lot of maps really fast.
He did.
Yeah, so this is a 4.8 star rating with a BPM of 195. Circle size 4, approach rate of 9, overall difficulty of 8, with a length of 3 minutes 12. And this will be the last free mod pick.
I think the thing that I see a lot in Tutu Haha's maps is they're pretty technical, especially the rhythm. It's a lot more complicated than in, you know, other more simpler maps. You see lots of little doubles, triples mixed with sliders. He really likes to play around with how his rhythm in his maps works. So seeing that in free mod, I'd say the other two compared to this one would be picked a lot more. And I think that's a bit of a shame, really. I do like to see players try those more technical picks, but if you're not comfortable with it, of course, it's understandable if you wouldn't want to play it.
Actually, so far, this is looking pretty fun.
I'm liking the symmetry.
I agree.
I'm actually really liking this so far.
This is about 3 minutes and 12 seconds, so pretty much a full minute shorter than the last map we saw.
Yeah, the last map was actually the third longest, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so SML was the longest, then Cold Butterfly, and then this. Yeah, so just looking at the Skystar plan with Hidden Hard Rock, it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think the free mod, all three free mod maps this time around actually are, you know, pretty viable picks for any team. You might actually be seeing them quite a lot at these group stages.
I have to commend the map selectors. They've done a pretty good job with this group stage map pool. Just, you know, that one outlier. And that concludes the free mod.
And now the moment you guys have all been waiting for. I'm not going to say it, but you know it's the tiebreaker.
Here we go. Yes.
And it is Darude Sandstorm.
It is not Darude Sandstorm.
It totally is. It totally is.
If it is.
Oh, I had to. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not actually sorry, but...
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Happy little sandstorm. I've ruined Twitch chat already.
Please.
I feel proud of myself.
See, I might have been able to make the Bob Ross heads pop up everywhere, but you got Bob Ross heads and tornadoes.
I'm so good at this. Hopefully we should have this starting up pretty shortly.
Yep. I don't know what I'm supposed to be making happen.
The sandstorm.
Oh. I'm gonna get shot. Thank you, no. Alright.
Aha! There we go.
All right. And the next map, which is our tiebreaker and the last map of the showcase, is going to be Colorful. This is a drum and bangs remix, and it was mapped by Megumi. It is a 5.19 star rating with 175 for the BPM, 4.2 for the circle size, 9.2 for the approach rate, 8.2 for the overall difficulty, and a draining time of 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Oh no, I'm sorry, the difficulty was named Megumi. Wait, what the crap?
No. The mapper, the map creator is Megumi.
Okay, then why does it have in the difficulty
the difficulty is Megumi. Sorry, yeah. Difficulty is Megumi. I misread that as well. And the creators, isn't that Skystar?
No, Yame Yuko.
Amamiya Yuko?
Amamiya Yuko, yeah.
I thought that was Skystar's old name.
It might have been?
Ha! It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, oh my god, I just completely derped there. Of course it is. Sorry. Welcome back, randomization. I derped real hard. You missed it.
It was beautiful. Yeah, which... Oh, damn it. Give insight to map.
Ah, Colorful. Excellent. Oh boy. This is a map I've seen a few times, actually. Huh. This was actually a tiebreaker in a previous tournament I've commented as well. I didn't realize you guys were, stealing your maps this time around.
Oh, of course, We just gotta, take our ninja class map selectors. They just go in and get those maps, and you don't even know that they're there.
Yeah, so this is a map by Skystar, who's actually playing right now. Well, he was named Amamiya Yuko at the time. Wait, did you?
Yeah, he didn't realize.
That's the difficulty name. That's the difficulty name. Come on, guys. All right, Megumi, yes, and that name's actually interesting. Once we get into the map, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it, but there's some interestingly shaped sliders in there. You'll know them when you see them, if you're looking.
I shall make sure not to look then.
Not those kinds of sliders.
No, I just want to look in general.
Well, you want it to be a surprise when we see the tiebreaker in the group stage?
Yeah. I'll just look at that wonderful, lovely background sky.
Amai Hachimitsu. What? What do you want? Why did I have to say your name? Did you not expect me to be able to say it?
After last year?
Yeah. I'm expecting I'm sorry, Z-Trap. I didn't think you were going to pronounce my name right, because I thought you were Derp.
Wow, okay.
Nah, I don't actually expect it. Oh.
Got you there.
Okay, yeah, alright, all things considered, okay, you got me.
Don't worry. On a serious note, we'll be sure to butcher every other name.
So, Trotzy, what do you think about this map so far?
Well, I find it a little bit harder to commentate on patterns when there's hidden and, like, the sliders don't stay anymore, but so far what I'm seeing here is this looks like it's going to be more of a basic endurance. I don't see anything that's, like, too crazy. I mean, you got a couple really like, oh wow, what the well, you had some sliders there that were looking pretty normal, and then you get those really weird shapes. I don't know how well it's going to convert over with hidden on it, but it doesn't seem like it's too hard. It looks like it's more of an endurance map with occasional spots where you can miss, like that jump pattern right there. But other than that, it seems pretty tame.
So you have to prepare yourself for some non-standard mapping in between the usual, more, you know, streamlined mapping techniques. It is D&B after all, so the rhythm itself usually isn't that complex to a point where you can stick those in. But Skystar, he usually finds a way to make it work in all of his maps. Especially the sliders in this one are pretty interesting, but like you mentioned, aside from that, there isn't really anything too over, you know, things you have to watch out for. And for a group stages tiebreaker, again, just like the rest of the map pool, I think that's perfectly fine. As for anybody watching the scores, don't worry. As we mentioned, the bug fix, it's literally being worked on as we speak, like right now.
Just don't worry about the scores. They mean literally nothing.
Yeah, the reason why they came back, the reason why they're back right now is we were actually testing to see if we fixed it, and we didn't.
It'll be fixed, don't worry. There's a week left. And yeah, it's a map pool showcase. It's meant to, you know, show off the maps, make sure everybody knows what they're going to be seeing in the group stages.
See, that's why I'm not exactly sure why they still have hidden and hard rock enabled for the tiebreaker.
I mean, since tiebreaker is free mod, I mean, you're not going to see mods that often, it's true, but, you know, it's good to have one up there, you know, just as a...
Oh, man, okay, I take back saying this was a pretty stable endurance thing. I just noticed there's a lot of slider velocity changes right here, and that would mess me right up. I don't know how our pro players are going to handle that, but that is some stuff that I never am body's never ready for.
The end of this map is actually quite nice.
Oh no, we'd never think of removing free mod from the tiebreaker. Like, there's no way. That's already a rule set in stone. It's not something we're going to go, well, I don't like that you can do that, so let's not do it. No.
Anyway, that is the Mappools showcase. I actually really liked it. I think it's a pretty good, stable group stage Mappools.
Mm-hmm.
Just
all right, guys.
Go away, Hana Submubi.
Mm-hmm.
That hard rock pick is just pure evil.
Yeah. All right, then, folks. That is going to be all for today. Make sure to keep an eye on the wiki page for all the updates to the World Cup as it goes down. The match times and listings should be made available in just a little bit. And, you know, before we wrap this up, if you guys aren't tired of hearing my voice, we will be doing an OS talk. If you want more information on that, be sure to check out the forum. I mean, just search it. It shouldn't be too hard to find. And we're going to be doing one of those with Star Rod Kirby 86. So be sure to come and join that if you aren't sick and tired of me already, which most of you probably are. And remember, guys, rhythm's only a click away, and we'll see you all next week for the beginning of the stage. Group stage. Have a good one.
What love is this? It is God's love.
I wanna be with you, the world for you forever.